Cosmic here, and welcome back to another Battle Spirits Saga video. Today we actually got some exciting news that pre-orders are open, and I want to stress the importance of this. If you skip out of this video, if you get nothing else from it, I just need to tell you this. There are 24 days left. Do not let this turn into One Piece, where players are looking at spending $120, $130, $140 per box, because not enough people went to their local game store to tell them about the game. So please, if you don't care about the rest of the video, just make sure you go talk to your local game shop. Especially, again, this is going to be through GTS's website. The reason right now, there's probably going to be Soho. There's probably going to be other ones that they have access to, like Magazine. I'm blanking on the other ones now. But make sure you talk to them and make sure they get their pre-orders in so you're not left stuck with having to pay double the price for these booster boxes, starter decks, and core packs. So please, again, get your pre-orders in, talk to your LGS. It's so important that you do this, and there's only 24 days left to get those pre-orders in for the April release. That said, let's get into this. So there's actually some interesting information that we got. If you watched my video yesterday about the speculation on the extra card size, the differences between our release versus other releases, and even Battle Spirits 1 in Japan, there's some really curious things that they kind of left out or could have been introduced based on the card size. And the first thing that we got right away, and again, I'm going to go over all the products. Right now, we're just looking at Set 1 Booster. It does confirm that there is only 4 card colors. Now, this is an interesting one because due to the card size pool and due to the fact of looking at One Piece, looking at some of the other games, like we know, how many unique cards usually fit into a 50 card deck, yada, yada, yada. That means we're probably going to have 10 different decks that are going to be able to be built within that first set, which seems like a lot. And this could be because of how they want to approach like Set 1, lots of variety, versus where Battle Spirits is today, where, especially with the contract saga that they're doing, it's like, okay, here's your contract, here's the deck you build, and you might only get like 4 or 5, I forget what the exact number is, but it's a lot lower than 10 is the point. So the fact that it says you can build 2 or more, right? So a minimum of 8 different decks, so 1 for each color, and then having, it's the starter decks are going to have like a third. So maybe one of them gets special treatment, maybe red, right? Because we know that the Sigworm Nova is so important. You would get to believe that probably red will have 3 decks, the other ones will have 2, and then maybe yellow gets a third one. That's kind of all speculation more at that point. But again, at a minimum 2 or more decks from each of the 4 colors. So 8 right there. Confirmed. So great to see. I am a little bit bummed that we're not getting all 6 colors. They are going to One Piece and Dragon Ball and Digimon, where we have to wait a little bit to get the others, but it is what it is. The thing that I am most excited about, and at the later half of the video, after we go through all the products, I'm going to switch to the screens and show you, but we do have confirmation of the texture foiling. One of my biggest gripes with One Piece and Digimon, the rarities just kind of suck. Like, I'm sorry. For a Japanese trading card game, if you know about the gold stamping, or even if you play Pokemon, right, you know how beautiful their textured cards are. And I really hope this comes through in the video later because I have a new GoPro set up, which is that beeping you just heard. And I just bought this new lens. So, again, I kind of wasn't ready for all this news to come out. I'm still setting up the office for recording and stuff, but hopefully it really shows you the difference between the One Piece foiling, which I'll be using, which is like that flat rainbow foil, kind of stuff, which is fine. Like, it's just a very okay type of foiling that we have in the year 2022. Like, we've done so much better things. And yes, it is preference, but I think once you see the texture, you'll kind of come to that side. But now we do have, finally, thank goodness. I was so worried Bandai was going to cheap out on us for the textured foiling, but we do finally have that confirmation of how beautiful these cards are going to look. So again, I will have the Battle Spirits cards at the end of the video to compare, but again, this is something that I was just really excited about. And then the rest is just kind of like, there's going to be flavor text. We'd expect that. It's on Battle Spirit cards today. We have seen those early leaks, which again, not final. You can go back to yesterday's video to see them. But we did see flavor text. Probably not going to take up the whole card like it does, but it's there. And then you're just typical. All this other information was posted on the website. It's what we would expect. And we have the confirmation that a case is 12 booster boxes. So again, I don't know the price. This is the distributor's website. Even if I knew what price my local game shop is giving me, and they, just to be blunt about it, they always give me a good deal because I do so much business through them. Your local game shop might be a little bit more expensive. It just depends on how much Depends on your relationship, depends on how good the distributor and LGS relationship is. There's a lot of factors that actually go into this. It's not just like hey, we get it for this, we sell it for Y. There's a lot of like micro things that go into it. So do check with your LGS. And again, we only have 24 days to get these pre-orders in. So that's the first set. That's BSS01. Or I guess BSSB01, right? That's gonna be a mouthful. So beyond that, we have those core sets. So again, this was the booster pack and also those exclusive cards. So this is where it's really nice that we see this. Again, confirmation is where was it on here? Yeah, contains 2 exclusive cards of the same type. So this isn't like a Dragon Ball Super does this. So if you play Dragon Ball Super, I was actually at our local big box store yesterday, and I took a photo of it. Maybe I'll throw it up here really quick. It's literally just, hey, you see this card, you know what it is. It's not like a blind box thing, right? Like you know exactly what you're getting. So I'm still kind of torn on this because I'm going to have look, I'm buying 2 of each starter deck because it's likely, the Bondi way where you have to buy 2 of each starter. Then you're telling me I'm going to have 2 of these core packs I have to get. I'm going to be like 300 cores deep. Like I will have cores for everybody at this point. So, which I guess is good. I could, literally run an entire tournament just off the stuff that I'm buying. I'll have cores for everybody. But that's so much. Like, so players will want to buy this anyways because of, again, the promo card. And you also get booster packs. So it's one of those things like I was trying to look up Dragon Ball Super stuff, but I ran out of time because the core events today, I'm recording this right before that. But I assume this is going to be something that they just do a couple times a year, which is like, okay, right? You get your promos. Everyone buys 2. It's cheap. It's $10. Like we already know the price of this, right? This is MSRP $10. It's not that bad. So again, the MSRP of the booster packs is $5 a piece. So you get the booster pack value back right away. So maybe the promos will be cheap. Maybe stores will just buy these in bulk and sell the promos for like $5 on the side, right? Because then they can still get a profit while they open, yada, yada, yada. Who knows? But I don't expect this to be like shorted or anything like that. Just an additional product that you want to be in mind of that you probably are going to want to buy 2 of. So again, keeping that buy 2 of everything tradition alive. And then the last thing, and this is just starter deck 04. So there is going to be a tab for each one of these. So it sounds like there's going to be a display. In each display, there's going to be 6 decks. So much, I think that's the exact number that we saw for One Piece, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. No, One Piece was 8. So 8 One Piece starter decks had, for the limited deck battles, had 8. This is going to have 6. So small difference there. There wasn't anything too new from this, right? Just a little bit more detail. Starter deck for each of the 4 colors, yada, yada. We know that there's going to be a core. We know there's going to be a soul core. Again, kind of confirming what we already expected, but I don't think it was confirmed on the main website, but it's confirmed here is that some cards have exclusive text not available in the booster pack. So again, Digimon, Dragon Ball Super, One Piece, they all do this, right? You have your 2 super rares, like I'll be showing here in a moment, to go over. So you buy 2, you have a bunch of bulk extra, which again, I'm a little bit annoyed by because again, it's like, what do you do with all that extra bulk? And it's not like the easiest thing in the world to recycle, but it's, again, you buy 2 and you kind of go on with it. So the last thing I wanted to cover, and as soon as I put this back on and get the new screen set up. So I want to talk about really quickly just the different rarities that they have. So here we have King, and he is going to be the super pre-release edition. So again, ignore that gold stamp, right? That's going to be not on your normal cards, but you can see very flat foiling. The rares also have this, if I remember correctly. Digimon, it's the very same thing, so it wasn't even worth pulling out a card to show, honestly. But so you can see here, it is edge to edge gold foiling. You can kind of see it in the, let me see if I can find there we go, right there. So it is edge to edge rainbow foiling, and that's fine. This is, what you would expect for a normal trading card game in 2022, I guess. But what I really love about Battle Spirits, and hopefully this comes in a bit more focus. So just a quick overview of the rarities themselves. This is going to be, actually, is a diagram a rare or a master rare? Okay, this one is a rare, but rare and master rare, which is the rarity above this, have the same type of foiling. So you can see it's kind of like that cold foiling finish that you know from like Flesh and Blood or other games that have like that flat matte. I really like this. So I'm, again, not sure how clean this is going to come through in recording, because this is my first time using this setup, and it was kind of my test for the future videos I want to do. But that is your rare. So again, kind of more that flat sheen across. Rare and master rares have these. And then we get upgraded into the X rares. And again, I'm not sure how good this is going to come through in the actual recording itself, but there is just beautiful textured finish all across this card. I mean, it's even so detailed that it's in the little X. So again, this is our X rare behind the card. And if you can get close enough, yeah, you can kind of see it there in the top left corner. You have like that starburst pattern in the back. Now, I don't know. I don't have enough of the Battle Spirits cards. Like, I only more recently got into it. And I'm buying a couple booster boxes of the Collab 25 set or the Witch from Mercury set. So I will have more cards on hand in the future. But this is just a quick look of what we can expect from a texture foiling. And then my favorite, just absolutely gorgeous card. It's not a good card. And unfortunately, I got creased in shipping, and I feel so bad. Like, you can see this on the back. Like, it got absolutely brutally beat up right there across the back. But my favorite cards and just how they look so gorgeous, and I'm really hoping this comes through. But in Battle Spirits, we have our XX rares. And again, this is what we'd expect to see from the, I believe it was Top Rares is what they're going to change the name to. But beautiful gold back. I guess I'll just get a flat shot really quick. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful gold detail across the back. Now, they do have other ones where the background is replaced. So it's more of an art style background. So there is both. But as someone, who played a little bit of Buddy Fight back in the day, to me, this is just perfection for a foiling treatment of your top end cards. And then hopefully, if it actually comes through in the camera, you can actually see a little bit of that like checkered board texture foiling. Again, the XX that's kind of behind the card text is visible here as well. And then also like between the wings and the rest of the card, again, ignoring that massive crease, you can see some of that textured foiling there at the top and then also on the armor. So just a quick overview. And again, just kind of like a side-by-side comparison then of the two. You have the rainbow foiling standard on the right, and then the more textured special treatment on the left. So between these two foilings, which one is your favorite? Are you okay with just like the standard stock dated rainbow foiling, if you will? Or are you a big fan and looking forward to the textured foils that will be exclusive? Or I guess Dragon Ball Super has them as well. So I shouldn't say exclusive, but that Bandai is finally bringing back for Battle Spirits Saga. So again, I think this is just absolutely gorgeous. I hope it's come through. I hope I've kind of sold the case on the difference between them, and hopefully you're excited as well. But that's kind of the major differences between them. So again, just a short video. I actually have to go run and get ready for the deck limited battles for One Piece and whatnot. Please, again, I'm going to say it here at the end, go talk to your local game store. There are only 24 days left of this pre-order. You got to go do it, right? You just need to get that conversation started. And look, not everyone's going to be able to afford a case. I totally understand that, but likely stores will have a minimum of having to order one case. Talk to your friends. Talk to your Digimon players. We have a really bad meta in Digimon, right? It's a good time to jump games, if I'm just being honest with it. The next couple sets aren't that exciting. One Piece is getting off the ground. It's actually good so far. We'll see how it goes. But the big thing to tell all the competitive players, again, is a $1 million prize pool for the full first season. So I really hope that you'll check it out and look forward to it. But with that, that is all from me today. Hopefully, again, more news whenever. I'll do another video whenever we get more news. I'm kind of doing these on the fly while I'm still trying to set up all this office nonsense. So please look forward to hopefully a better quality of videos. But until then, please take care of yourself. Make sure to stay hydrated, my friends. And I'll catch you on the next Battle Spirits Saga video. Have a good one.